Because personally, I feel that this video here today is for me. For the reason I spoke to Abraham exactly what I needed to do and exactly what it's saying right now, and it's like a confirmation of what I need to do. But one of the things that I wrote down, don't look into the circumstances, look at the circumstances and understand.
Well done.
So there's a difference. Looking into it is being in it. Looking at is viewing it, letting it go, understand, and move on.
How do you do that? What's the difference between looking into and looking at? What's the difference?
You're emotionalizing with it when you're going into it.
The perception, right? Mm-hmm. I always tell everyone, do not see yourself. I have a hand, I have a body. I'm not the hand, I'm not the body. When we can take ourselves and view the world from a higher state, I always say, can you take your assumption of yourself and can you look down at yourself? Can you do that right now? Can anybody do that? Mm-hmm. Can anybody see their body? Act as if your awareness is here and you're looking down at the hand and you're looking down at the body. As if you were watching this from a higher state. Your awareness is looking at the body and looking at the people, but you're not in the body no more. Perception will shift. When you can shift your perception outside of the body and you're looking at the body, you're no longer the body, and the body's not in control of the thought. When you're looking at circumstances and you can shift yourself outside of the body, you're not from the point of the view of the program. You're not going to be controlled or moved by the program. You're not going to get emotionally involved. You're not going to get triggered. You are reviewing to understand. Can you tell me what that feels like? Did anybody do what I asked? Was anybody able to do that? Did y'all feel something different?
Understanding.
It's like you're in a video game and you're looking at controlling where your next move is and realizing what you can do and I guess which path to go.
Yep.
You're dictating back on direction. We go this way. We do this. This is the best outcome.
Mind in hand.
Yeah.
Mind in hand, right? Mm-hmm. Did anybody feel something different? If you were to just take your awareness 3 feet above your head and see that you're thinking from there. See yourself as a ball of glowing energy, just purple, beautiful light, and you're looking down. And you're looking down at yourself, or you're looking at the chair that you're sitting in. You're observing the chair. What is the color of the chair? You're looking from a different state. Your awareness will shift. Any other takeaways?
Yeah, Abraham, when I do that practice, it brings me to more of an objective state of mind. So it's not looking, it's exactly what you've said, it's looking at a situation and not from within the situation. So there's really no feeling to it. I mean, you're in control. There's a sense of empowerment in that exercise.
There's more clear thinking as well, because you're not thinking from the program. You can actually be guided from there as well, ask for guidance.
So how do you tie this back to you got to act now toward who you want to become? What does that mean to you guys? How do you act like the person that you want to become now?
Well, for me, I wrote down, how do you walk, talk, act? Does that correspond with the vision you see? Mm-hmm. So, analyzing who you are today and comparing the two with what you want to see in your life. Mm-hmm. And then instead of, I actually wrote Another one, you must give to receive. You must play before you get the role. You must play
Yeah.
the part before you can get the role.
Yep.
Just
You
right.
got to practice. Practice, practice, practice. How did you land at Carnegie Hall? An accident?
No, it's practice, and
Practice, practice, practice. And there was an old saying, a lot of people want to get there, but
no one wants to give,
yep,
to receive.
military, they got another saying, everybody wants to live, but nobody's ready to die. Right? You've got to give, and then you've got to practice on the gift. Master the gift. It's in your vision. Mastery of personal mastery. That's what I've dedicated my life to doing. To the mastery of personal mastery.
Back to what you were saying, when you see yourself in the scene of your dream life, you got to act like that. What is that, and how you need to think, act, and the most important thing that a lot of people miss is the feeling. Feeling is a secret. So you need to think about what does that feeling look like when I'm that person that I want to become. And when I reach that point, not just that point, what's after that? And what does that feeling look like? And the key for you is to stay in that state and to stay in that feeling. That's the key.
Feeling and the wish fulfilled.
Yeah.
What does that feeling do for you?
Order, you become one with your ideas, thoughts.
Which is what goes back to the images. Think about this. It always goes back to the image.
Yeah.
The feeling brings you back into the state of the fulfilled desire. It goes back to the law of assumption, but the law of assumption always goes back to the law of the feeling. The feeling goes always back to the law of the image making process. You got to see yourself.
Yeah,
Right?
the biggest problem is we live in motion and emotion, and our emotion is during the day according to
What you're seeing,
circumstances all over the place.
yeah. Instead of holding your feeling with your wish, with your vision, and just moving towards that direction. The average individual is getting emotionally involved with what they see outside and the circumstances, and they feel that. Don't do that.
And they bring that, like create more of that, and instead of working from upside down, inside out, they work from outside in and inside up. And whatever they see, they take it back and they start creating more of that. They're not in control.
When you control the state with your vision, you're getting into the feeling of it, but getting into the feeling of it takes you back more into the vision to take your 2D world into a 3D world. The 2D world was a vision that was flat. Think of an image when we look at a picture. And if we take the picture and it's flat, it's 2D. Your responsibility is take that 2D image and make it virtual, make it 3D. When you do that, you're vivifying the image and the vision. And as you walk in your vision, you begin to see and understand what you need to do next. And as you can see and do that, you can clearly walk through your vision to understand and comprehend, and you'll begin to see that the things outside in nature and nature's law begin to take what? Guidance from it. Take your 2D vision and make it 3D. Vivify it. As you vivify the 2D image and make it 3D, you can walk inside of your vision and out of your vision. This brings clarity. Clarity gives you the ideas of how to walk your vision. People really never what? Desire and focus. The desire never gets them to go into the imagination. And then they, after in the imagination, they have weakness of attention. It's the focus.
Yeah, well, do you guys know the definition of desire? We talked about it in Saturday on Business Matrix. The individuals that are on there. Desire. Desire is the effort of the unexpressed possibility within, seeking expression without, through you, your action. So, again, back to desire. If you don't take action, you're not expressing it. You can hold it all you want.
and it won't return.
Yeah.
It's got to, your vision, let's go back to energy. We don't get energy, we release it. If you feel tired, start jumping up and down. Just do 10 jumping jacks. And all of a sudden, you're going to get re-energized. What happened? You started to release energy.
You release the potential energy that's in you.
That's it. When we don't release our desires and our vision, we feel what?
Yeah.
Tired.
Yeah. You're not expressing it.
And if we are expressing our energy in something that does not fulfill us, we feel drained.
Yeah.
But if we release our vision, what happens? We feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
The conscious mind is our intellect, but the subconscious part is the heart mind. Taha said it earlier, it's got to be in your heart. And when you're one with your heart, you attract it. The only way into the heart is through repetition. A lot of people don't want to repeat. Because that's not logical.
Yeah.
But who created their logic?
Environment.
The environment.
Yeah. I thought about that for a long time, why we don't like to repeat. Why we don't like to repeat. And I talked to many people. I think most of it is because we have this perception if we repeat something to someone, they have a lower
IQ?
intelligence, or they're stupid, or there's something wrong with them. And even I remember I was a kid, if I ask about something a couple of times, they're like, hey, don't you understand?
Yep.
Pay attention, or, you know, write it down, or how many times I need to repeat this to you.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, okay, so no repetition. Repetition is not good.
Right. And so that means our intellect is saying we've got to get it just like that, and we've got it, but you didn't get it. You don't get a thing until you can express the idea.
Yeah.
That was the key. You don't get a thing until you can express it. You don't know this information until you're expressing the information. You don't turn the page. You don't read to read. You don't turn the page until you're doing what the page says to do. If you're not getting the results that you want in life,